You know, we live in a pretty chaotic world, a lot of crazy things going on, and from time to time, a body needs some peace and quiet and solitude. For me, when I need that, I know exactly where to go. Studio B. If you take a look around, you can see what I mean. Now, when you sit here, you have an opportunity to think a bit. And I've been thinking about an event that's starting today. This is a summit, a celebration, if you will, of 75 years of NATO. And what you have to understand about NATO is that it is the most important alliance in the history of the world. 75 years of this alliance, and it's going strong. This alliance is responsible for keeping people safe, keeping murderous dictators at bay. It's been very important to the alliance between Europe and America. Now, the interesting thing about this event, this summit, this celebration, is that our president, Joe Biden, is going to be leading the way, which is ironic when so many people are suggesting he's feeble and doesn't know what he's doing. But watch very closely what happens in this summit. Joe's going to do what a president is supposed to do: lead and unify and pull together. Do well for his country and do well for the world. And you know what? Each one of those leaders from other countries, you may be surprised that they will respect Joe Biden. They will admire Joe Biden. They will follow his lead. So a lot of these naysayers that say Joe is feeble and doesn't know what he's talking about, well, they're going to be looking pretty stupid after this summit. Here's the other thing you need to remember. As important as NATO is, Donald Trump wants to destroy NATO. And why does he want to destroy NATO? Well, because his best girlfriend, Vladimir Putin, wants it destroyed. And why does he want it destroyed? Well, he's one of those murderous dictators that NATO keeps at bay. He's the one going into Ukraine, killing people. But the problem is he's not doing well in Ukraine, especially now that America is starting to fund Ukraine again. What he's doing, he's hoping against hope, the same things that Donald Trump is hoping, that Donald Trump becomes president and Donald Trump somehow breaks up NATO so he can continue to roll through Ukraine and maybe Poland and some other countries that are NATO connected. He can't do that now because of NATO and because Joe Biden is trying to keep it strong. Donald Trump wants to break it up. Does that seem like the right thing for the world? I don't think so. Joe Biden's a unifier. He's a builder. Donald Trump is divisive and a destroyer. Seems pretty easy when it comes to the election in November. It is easy for most of us, but some of you have to be convinced. So here I am, Studio B, in my solitude, convincing you the obvious choice.